Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Construction Simulator 2, and I have some unspent skill points. I have 3 skill points that I haven't spent yet. It's not in there, is it? It's going to be in here. Let's see, how do I spend my skill points? Is it going to be... Ooh, completing the home base. No. We still don't have access to those yet. Oh, no, we're in Desert Springs, aren't we? Let's build a workshop here for Desert Springs, and we'll build a gas station as well. I don't know if we need one, but... decreased monthly maintenance costs for each of my vehicles by 5%. Oh, yeah. We have the cash. Let's do those. So let's take a look. And there we go. Look, there's our little gas pump just there. Move the radar, so you can see we've got a gas pump there. And now we have a workshop upgrade. We should be able to actually repair our vehicles a bit better. Let's see. Can I just drive in there now? Do have this this area just here, don't I? Let's see what happens if I drive into this area here. Is this for deliveries now, perhaps? Just trying to look at that symbol, I'm trying to zoom in. I'm wondering if that's... let's have a look. It doesn't show us there, does it? Where are my skill points? Maybe they're on profile. Skills, here we go. So, what skills do we have? We have 3 points available. We can go with money. This skill will provide us with additional experience points and money when we complete the job. Offer us various discounts on transactions. Allow us to increase capacity when filling dump trucks or excavator buckets. Provide convenience features as well as discounts on delivery services. And these skills provide opportunities to decrease your monthly maintenance costs. I think money would be a good one to put a point into. Earth moving skills. And transport skills. Let's confirm those. There we go. We have our first skill point spent. Fantastic. You can see here we've got our sort of progress here. And these are the levels that we're getting to. Level 5 is when we open up the first loan, and we're not far away from that, as you can see. We're in the Good Apprentice section. If we go into challenges, you can see the ones that we have already done at bronze level. Some at silver, some at gold, and we've got a couple that are in platinum. So we've made some good progress on some of those, which is good to see. It's quite a lot of challenges. A couple we haven't unlocked yet, some hidden ones. We're not quite there for the bank yet. How much money do we have left? We have 110,000 left, so not quite enough to buy another vehicle outright. So I suppose we better take on a job, hadn't we, to do that. So, what's this? Orange farm. Build a memorial for posterity, and then some gardening. So we're going to need a compactor. Oh, I wonder if we could buy a compactor. We're going to need some concrete as well, so I'll have to lease a concrete mixer. And then deliver some cargo. Yeah, I think we'll do this job. This sounds like it could be quite good fun, doing an orange farm. So we'll accept this job here. Stop my machine. Oh, I was moving, apparently. Okay, let's see. Let's try taking that on. Yes, there we go. We're going to try and keep these episodes, as I said, a little bit shorter. is the plan, but see, time got away with me on the last couple of episodes, so we kind of ran over a little bit on those. Let's get the excavator. That's what we are after. Let's take a look at our map. That's where we need to head to. That's quite close. Actually, no, I want that up, don't I? Can we nip through? Yes, we can. Let's get on the lights and the beacon. Can we make this one before it changes on us? Yes, we can. Excellent stuff. Oh, and here we go. I think this is our job, isn't it? Yes, just here. So, excavate the following area, and this should be a little bit easier because we have the ability to move a little bit more earth with our backhoe now. So, don't need to excavate a particularly large area either. So let's go into function mode. Let's start moving our arm around. Oops. You know, it's a really simple little control system, but I really like doing this this sort of excavating like this. It's actually quite a lot of fun. I am a little bit too close to the garage, unfortunately, so I keep catching every time I try and unload. There you go, you can see again we're a little bit too close. There we go, raise the angle a bit. I am getting a bit more used to the controls as well, which is helpful. And some of you have been sending in some quite helpful, useful little bits of advice in the comments as well on things that I've missed off. Like apparently there is a camera mode on some of these, so I can actually focus in on the buckets. Doesn't seem to be one on this one, unless it's in the context menu. No. Okay, so I don't actually have a backhoe camera, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe on a larger excavator we might get something. Be able to focus in on the crane itself or on the bucket itself. I thought we'd have finished this by now. Let's take a look at excavation mode. Yeah, not quite. So we're deep enough in some places, not over here. There we go. That's what we needed to do. I've also been told as well, if you have a dump truck, then any of this soil you excavate, you can actually store in a truck and then go and sell the soil as well, which I think is kind of cool, but on a small job like this, it's just not worth the leasing cost of of a dump truck just for a tiny little bit of soil. But if you had a big excavating job and you had a lot of earth to move, then yeah, that would be something really good you could do. Oh, we have another area to excavate. I thought that was a bit simple for the excavating. So back into function mode again. In fact, actually, I get the feeling that we may have to do another one on the end as well. So I'm going to position the backhoe at this angle. This way I'm covered in case I have to do one sort of by the pavement or kind of where I put my bucket down last time. So let's go back into function mode again. Zoom the camera in a bit better. There we go. Have I got the reach? It's a bit iffy, isn't it? Might have to, work pretty hard to get this one fully excavated. But at least the unloading process will be quicker. That'll speed things up a bit. Yeah, I think we may possibly need to reposition our backhoe just a little bit. So that's what change point of interest is. We've got something close by there. It's a medal. I still don't know what the medals are for yet. If you guys know what the medals are for, please do let me know in the comments. Because we found a couple of those now, and I still don't know what they're for. I don't know if they're collectibles or if we achieve those for certain tasks. Or if they're payoffs for completing contracts at certain locations. So if you have more information on those, please do let me know in the comments, because I would like to know. Let's see if I can maybe get a little bit closer to this corner here and complete the job that way. No. Okay, so we are going to have to we're going to have to back up just a little bit. There we go. I have had a couple of people comment saying that the graphics don't look that good on this game. Well, you have to understand, it's a mobile game. It's not a big, expensive, AAA title, so it's never going to have AAA graphics. I mean, even games like Farming Simulator don't have AAA graphics. They have good models on the important stuff, but the rest of it isn't stunning. But this is a mobile game that's been ported over onto consoles. The PC version looks pretty similar to this. It maybe looks a little bit better, but not much. This is essentially how it appears on the Android and Apple devices. So, I mean, you can't expect for a small game like this to have stunning graphics. It's just a completely unrealistic expectation. And there we go, look, we do have to build one here. I had a feeling we might have to. And again, I'm going to have to relocate now that we've got a bit closer, because I can only go certain, so far around. So let's just do that now. But I think for what this game is, I think it looks good. I think it looks perfectly respectable. I don't think there's any, any problem with the graphics looking the way they do. And again, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. This is a cheap game. This is not a game that's going to cost you, 30 or 40 quid, or 30 or 40 bucks. This is a £12 game, $15 if you're on the American store. and for what you're getting for your money, it's well worth it. You know, it is not, you know, something that is a complete rip-off. I've seen games, you know, that are and I've played them on the channel. Real Farm, you know, looked pretty rough in a lot of places. It did some nice things, but it was also an incredibly bad game for the most part. And that's 35 quid. I mean, it's on sale right now at the moment. You can get it a lot cheaper than that. But when that came out, that was a £35 purchase. This is less than half that, you know, much less than half that. So, and it looks just as good, if not slightly better, in places than Real Farm does. And don't forget, this has licensed brands as well. This isn't a game with, you know, fictitious companies and fictitious brands. This is a fully licensed product for those, you know, for brands like Caterpillar and the other brands that are in here, whose names immediately I've forgotten. I'm just kind of wedged as well now. Can I get out? I can't get my... there we go. I had the camera mode selected, that's why. I couldn't move my arm to unload the soil. So I think, as I say, you know, for the money you pay for this, you know, you get a decent fun little game, 60 missions, decently good graphics, licensed brands. This thing's a bargain at 12 quid. You know, when you consider, as I say, you look at the games like Real Farm or anything by UIG, like Forestry the Simulation or Firefighter, you know, the Simulation. Those games are terrible. The graphics are worse than this, and they're more expensive, considerably more expensive. You know, this is a game that plays well. It looks good enough. Doesn't look stunning, but it looks good enough to do what it needs to do. And looks a lot better than some of those other sort of budget simulators on the market that are less than budget prices. This is a budget price. This is 12 quid, 15 bucks. It's a steal. We're not quite getting the right angle on this. Need to go out a bit further, I think. There we go. Got to be getting close now. Just maybe a little bit closer to the back of our excavator. And this kind of really does kind of fulfill that kind of construction, you know, niche that doesn't exist on consoles and at the moment. Yeah, there's again, UIG have got professional construction, which by all accounts is pretty appalling. I think it's Professional Construction the Simulator. It's pretty much anything by UIG. You know, the Professional Farmer series, the Professional Firefighter series, Professional Forestry, you know, Professional Construction. They're all pretty bad games, regardless of whether you play them on console or PC. And they're not cheap either. I think you're talking like 25 quid as standard prices for those kind of games. So twice the price of this, with graphics that are worse for the most part than this, gameplay that is a lot worse than this. I've looked at getting some UIG games, but I have yet to see a single positive review on any system for any of their games. I don't think anyone can seriously say who has played them that they actually enjoyed them. I have yet to find one, yet to find a review that has cast any kind of positive light on any of those games. But this does seem to be very popular. A lot of people I've seen play this, you know, and a lot of people I've spoken to since I started playing it have really enjoyed it. and I'm loving it. I think it's a fun little game, and if you go into it with realistic expectations, expecting to be something that's going to liken the depth of something like Farming Simulator, or if you expect it to have visuals that are going to be stunning, you know, and not look mobile-y, again, it's an unrealistic expectation given what the game is and where it's come from. You know, this is a mobile game that has been ported, and it doesn't matter whether you play it on console or PC, it still looks like this. It still looks like it does on the mobiles. What's that last little bit that we're missing? Is it this corner? This is taking a lot longer to excavate than I thought. It's me trying to be clever with my positioning, and it's probably hindering us a little bit. There we go. Finally. Any more bits? Oh, no, we've leveled up. Level 4. Stage complete. There's our little payoff there. So, we need to bring a compactor to the site. Now, this is a new piece of equipment for us. We haven't used one of these before, so I think, hopefully, we'll have enough to be able to buy one. Let's fold this up. And let's teleport our way over to the store. And let's take a look at a compactor. So, Kenworth, Mac, Corsair, other brands. Here we go. The Cat compactor. How much is this? 90,000. We can afford that. So we'll buy that. And let's switch into our brand new compactor. It might take us a little while to get there. I can't imagine this being particularly fast. Oh wow, no, this is slow. This is very slow. 5 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour. Oh, we're rocking at 6 miles an hour. I think we're going to have to invest in a tractor truck and a low loader, so that we can move things like this around the map. I mean, this job isn't too far, so yeah, we may as well just drive it on the road. But oh, we ran a red light. Given how slow this thing is, I'm not surprised the lights changed on me while I was in the middle of turning there. But yeah, I think going forward, you know, if we want to take one of these out of the job, we're going to need to take it on a low loader. Are we damaging the road? No, the road is just naturally kind of damaged, that's fine. Obviously this is mainly designed for, you know, squashing asphalt, for tarmacking, things like that. There's our job there. That's where we need to be. But if we have to go further away than just a block or two, then we are definitely going to need something like a truck. Okay, so compact the following area, which is essentially where we've dumped all the soil. So, what do I need to do here? Toggle compacting. Is it going to let me do it with that soil in the way? Oh, it is. Slowly. Kind of have to climb up on top of it, and it does flatten it out. It's a bit awkward. That's something to bear in mind for next time when it comes to I've never used one of these before, so I'm guessing again we're not going to have to compact the entire block, just most of it, although who knows, you know, it has been, we had to be pretty thorough with the excavating. Maybe we have to be pretty thorough with the compacting in this, on this particular job as well. Let me go to a static orbit camera. There we go. So it's not constantly rotating on me when I reverse. Kind of wedged on this bit of sand. There we go, that we dumped. A bit of ground, bit of dirt. Yeah, when we have our own dump truck, we will grab any soil that we excavate like this, and we'll stick it in the truck, and then we can take it off and sell it. But yeah, we own the truck. It's a cement mixer we don't own. But I honestly thought we were only going to have that one little bit that needed excavating. I didn't think we were going to have 3 separate little dig sites like this, or else I would have brought it up. Am I still still compacting? There we go. I lost the dust physics. I say physics. I lost the dust animation, so I was starting to think that maybe I wasn't actually compacting anymore. Oh, this is tough. Kind of wedging myself here. There we go. We're done. So let's toggle that off. Compact the following area. Another area that needs to be compacted. Okay. Well, that'll be much easier to do. This thing is quite awkward to control, actually, I have to say. It's a little sluggish in its response in terms of turning, but then we are moving a giant steel drum, so it's perhaps not that surprising. There we go. Clear the area. Okay. Let's reset that actually back to the store, I think. Back to our workshop, our home base. And I've gone to the wrong place. Home base, there we go. So, what was it we need to do? Pour concrete into the prepared envelope. So we need to go and get some concrete. We don't have the concrete mixer anymore, so we're going to have to lease another concrete mixer. I still have my backhoe here at the store. And where is the concrete mixer? Well, these are new, actually. We didn't have these trucks last time, did we? I don't know. But we're just leasing, so we'll lease the Kenworth this time, I think, as it's the same cost. So we'll rent the truck. There we go. And I have been told how you can, if you have leftover concrete, you know, you can go into the job, apparently, into the contract details, and there is a way to skip a step. I don't have spare concrete to try that, but next time we actually have spare leftover concrete, which I'm guessing will be the next time we do a contract after this one, we'll be able to check that and see if that is the case. Do I have beacons? No. So here we are in our big old Liebherr branded Kenworth. Waiting for the lights. We know where we're going, we don't need the mini-map for this. And off we go. It's a big old truck this. It actually feels a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger than the Cat one we used last time out. Can we get through the lights? We can. Slowing down because I know there's a speed camera coming up somewhere on the other side of the road. Don't want to get tagged. Now we can open the taps. Try and run over the same flock of birds as every time. Swing our way through the roundabouts. And let's go grab some concrete. Okay, so we're not going to need much, I don't think, but we'll take it. We'll take a full tank. As I say, we can use this in another contract afterwards. We can find a poor concrete job and just go and use up what else we have left over. There we go. Container is full. Off we go. 14,875 credits for the concrete. That's expensive. I think this has a slightly bigger drum actually than the Cat one. It looks like a bigger truck because I think we paid about 12,000 something, didn't we? Last time we filled up with concrete, so maybe this is a little bit bigger capacity. Let's cut the roundabout. Be a little naughty. I just want to avoid a car swinging in front of me, if at all possible. Slow down for the camera. Lights are changing. So we'll pour the concrete for this particular part of the job, and when we've done that, we'll call it an episode. As I say, I want to try and keep these episodes a little bit shorter, so we'll split this episode or this job up into a couple of parts. We'll turn here. There is our job site. We need to pour concrete into the prepared elements. That's actually quite a big area there. That's just as well we didn't only just put a tiny bit of concrete in. Oh, we're right on the edge. Let's get a bit clear so we don't slip in by mistake. There we go. Right, so context menu. Extend the chute. Start pouring. I'll just rotate that round a bit. It's all pouring in quite nicely. Let's get that a little bit at the front. There we go. Task complete. As long as you don't have a concrete pump, you need a crane and a concrete bucket to fulfill this task. Okay. So we'll have to buy a concrete bucket, and we'll do that next time out. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Construction Simulator 2 here on the PS4 very soon.